Excellent. Here we go.
Um,
Okay.
like this is the first time we've done this, so this is really weird. Look.
But we picked an arbitration, so we picked a good one to do it on. We're
Okay.
looking for 60 minutes. The reason why is because he wants an Archgun Riven, and he is 6 Vitus Essence away. So what we will be doing is we will be going after the 60-minute mark. I chose Inaros because I don't want to go down, and I don't know if I'm going for the melee or if I'm just going to go for straight kills.
Baby, the screen has been shrunk down to yours with the broadcast, and
oh, I am so tempted to use a cipher. That is so wrong when there are just 3. But I'm being honest here. I mean, I do enough ciphers, you know, between all the sorties and stuff I do. So it's like,
yeah.
well, sometimes it's just a treat. And sometimes it's just lazy, as you would call it. Yeah. All right then.
We're gonna have to do this with Ninja when he gets home, bud. Just because.
I think it would be funny, just because of the reactions and stuff like that. But oh, isn't this the place where you can get the aura formative?
Yes, it is. That would be a very nice.
Excellent. Okay, we're looking for a room. One that might have, not necessarily just hallways, you know, that's kind of cheesy, but we are looking for somewhere which would be fun to start with and where we can both have enough enemies to kill, but we're not going to be bored. Because I remember running one once. And the 2 people I was running with, it's just the spawn points were not in 3 places. And so we've decided that we will stick in one place to keep them all spawning. And we are searching for a room right now.
I just kind of staying in this room, but we can search for some more.
I am looking for your favorite room.
Yeah. I know
Trolling, I know you. I know you. You're going to get bored with that room and go. So.
Well, when there's not enough enemies, there's not enough enemies.
And I get bored. Look at, did I find extraction? I sure did. It took me 143 to find extraction. Alright. Well, let's see what we got going on here.
So that means your side's a dead end, I guess. Because I'm like, not very far from you at all. Yep. Okay, so we'll go find another place.
Alright, so extraction is not the place to hang out because that is just pure bait. You know, get cornered enemies. It seems like it'd be easy, but
let's go down.
I'm looking for where I want to go. And do you know what? Sometimes I don't even want to kill these little red things. I want to wait till they go hook to something. And then I can kill them all.
Yeah,
I mean, there's something about...
Alright, this side's a dead end too. Oh, babe, here it is. The room.
I knew you'd find it. We've done this a lot of times, and what we decided was we do need multiple entry points, which is a great thing, and also be next to each other,
and
you know, to be able to keep the spawns.
Right beside you. You can't hear me?
Well, I can't understand anything you're saying. It's very, very low, and I can't. I haven't heard a word you've said except for in real life. So let me adjust my settings real quick. And we'll see if that's better. Alright, done.
Is that better?
Oh, much.
Alright, cool. And I was saying that life support will spawn in this room with us. At least 2.
Alright, it's hard not to go off anywhere else. You know, it's like you want to just kill, 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 kill. But if you roam and stuff like that, then you'll end up changing your spawn points, which if I do start trailing away, which the enemies like to lure me away, I can't help it. It's just another kill. It's like smack, smack, go, pop. And then you start looking at all your procs and, you know, it just, you start enjoying everything about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I love this game, because, you know, you can have the hordes of enemies. You know, go total melee. You want to have some fun, go melee. Just once. But have a frame that can take it too. So you know, you have to form it, you have to keep up with it. Yeah, this does take a lot of time, and, you know, farming is part of this game. A huge part of it. That's all it is
but what's
farming.
the fun without a very long survival?
What that?
So what's the fun without a very long survival?
Oh, used to love it. I think one of the first times I ever met trolling was in one of the games, and it was in the Void survivals. Love those. So these things remind me of those. They're of a higher level, you know, they're more of a challenge, you know, and they just keep spawning. So it's like the urgency and everything else is there in the game. So they've done well with the arbitrations. There's supposed to be changes coming, but not sure what those are. So I don't know if they're going to break it down to 10s, 5s, where people can exit and such, but either way, enjoy all of it. Just, there's nothing else to it. It's just killing.
So do I sound really bad on the mic?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Some of the things we were recording sound like we're really slow or, you know, breathy. Both of us sounded like we have colds, but who knows how it sounds in real life.
Possible.
Well, no, we don't sound like that. We sound cute in real life. Yeah, you heard that. You know we are. Anyway, so it's like kills, kills, kills. It won't matter how many things I hit, how many things I do. Trolling will have more kills than me. And even if it's on the damage report, you know, people just look at kills, you know. You know, it's like...
We're down to 20, 30...
Okay, so I'll get a little more serious about my killing here. Let's see if we can bring this up some.
Yeah. I got one last support.
Yeah, I don't like blowing all my cartons open. Crates, whatever you want to call them. Crates, boxes, and stuff like that. Just because, if I do, then I won't have things that'll save me later.
Yeah, we started a community today, so I guess this will be the first broadcast. Hopefully it works out well.
Well, it is exciting, you know, because, I mean, we do enjoy the game. We've put a lot of work into each of our frames. We know the thoughtful process of modding. You know, we've formatted everything. I mean, there are things that have, you know, upward 6, 7, 8 formats, and 9 on my Nova. We're not even talking about that now. I just had to have it. And, you know, these things, you know, offer the challenges what we're looking for. And, you know, they've done great things with this game. A lot of it's changed. You know, we've been here for years. And this is how we met. We enjoy it, and we're still here. You know, I mean, a game has never kept my attention for this long because there's so much of a variety. It doesn't matter what you want to do. You want to go play hide and seek, you know, you want to go look for stuff, you know, do a syndicate, you know, you want to go protect something, you know, anything you want to do. You want to go into an icy thing, you know, go out onto Fortuna, you know, go do bounties, you know, it's enjoyable anyway. And I think one of the coolest things we ever did was when they came out with the Plains of Eidolon.
Yeah, fighting that Eidolon at the very beginning.
Hey, you remember the fishing?
Oh, yeah.
It was so beautiful. The clarity of the water.
You could actually see the fish.
Yes, we knew nothing of dyes. It's harder to see. It's like almost you have to have the dyes, you know, to be able to see your fishes. You can see them, yes, but you can see the abundancy if you do have the dyes. So strongly encourage that. You know, get out to the plains and go get those thumpers. And if you need help, hit us up. You know, we're on all different times a day. and we're just great people. You know, we want nothing, and we just enjoy long survivals, killing challenges,
What?
do every event. We it doesn't matter what we do. We like to kill everything.
Life support's dropping.
I got one right here.
I got one too.
All right, you do it.
Yeah.
You do it. I prefer not to be in charge of the life supports. The only funny thing I still find that I do is when I'm doing my melee, you know, after a little bit, I'll sit here and try to reload it.
Yeah, I've seen you do that. Really.
You stop it! Don't you make fun of me.
You can't reload the melee weapon, but it is nice
But
to see you try.
I try. I don't know why, but it's just, I just hit square. It's like reload, reload. Okay, we're going to another room. More enemies there. Get him, get him, get him. You know, it's like I can't help it. It's a standard. You know, because I'm going into a fight.
If they ever
you know?
add bullets to the melee weapons, Beth, I'm sure you're going to be ready for it. You'll be constantly reloading.
Oh, reloading should be like sharpening my
What's
blade.
gonna mess you up is when you actually have to reload it and you completely forget about reloading. What?
I would love to see a weapon that does that. You know, I've tried something that I think, it's not along the Redeemer line, is it? Like what you were talking about? Because that's kind of strange.
No, the Redeemer doesn't have bullets either. But it's just still anything. Could you just imagine a melee actually having bullets and you actually had to reload it? You could only swing it so many times and you had to reload.
But how would the bullets fly out of it?
I'm hoping that they don't ever try it.
Okay, Warframe, there's an idea. A bullet flinging melee.
No,
There-
no.
Oh.
No, because we got enough bullets to worry about.
Nah, we don't need like ammo and stuff like that. I got ammo drops. I'll go bust crates, man. We'll go on a busting crate spree. We'll just like loot all the ammo in the game.
Think about it. When you're in the middle of reloading and the enemy comes running up on you, are you gonna wait to reload? No, you're gonna swing your melee weapon and hopefully kill him before he gets to you.
Alright, well hold on, let me reload my melee.
Okay, you do
Forget
that.
you. Forget you. It makes me feel like it's re-upped, okay?
Alright.
Yeah, there goes that finisher damage. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And you know, most games don't have this. Everybody that I find, that I speak to in gaming, they want hordes of enemies. Like, you know, we want zombies and stuff like that, but I think Warframe is onto it with the arbitrations. If they keep them up in the levels, you know, there should be tiers. You know, they've stated that, you know, in the beginning with making all the void keys, it kind of kept people in their zones, you know, in their levels. Like every game is starting, you don't have this, you don't have that, you have to work towards it, you know, rank up, mod things and add stuff, you know, and so they've done the same thing. And I think the arbitration should be of the hires, and that's the way they put it. As well as when they did the fissure mission, I remember they even disclaimed that it's for it's a harder type of mission, that not all players will be able to do it. And so this is what is the challenge to us, that they do keep these things at a high level. Ones where the anxiety or the excitement's high. What do you call that? The thrill? Like, I'm going here like, watch out, gotta die. I don't want to die. I'm like, no. You know, I'm like, all right, I'm okay.
Alright.
But I still love the feel when they feel like, you know, you're smacking them. And you feel that back. Or if you get one of those angels that smacks you and drags you back, where it just kind of freaks you out for a second. And you're like, oh, that didn't happen in real life. It didn't happen.
Right.
All right, truth be told, then. Truth be told. I'm telling it all today.
These ancients
Right.
will take a beating on you too if you don't watch them.
They are a little bit higher than I was expecting, you know, scaling this fast. Which, enjoyment, again, but I could see the difference in it. And they are awful in these. Oh, those ancients, they smack you, take half your health.
I wouldn't
It's
come in here
it's
with a frame that actually is going to take some toxin damage because the odds are you're going to die.
anything that won't withstand the toxin damage, and I don't believe any arcane can completely do that. Now, I even have some things that have
Well, you can
been
do that, but if you take off Guardian, if you're not a frame that can't take a hit, well, the moment Guardian's is off, you're going to die from just the original damage. So, it's not going to
I mean,
really
even
matter.
well, I mean, like adaptation and what is that? The one with the resilience on the self, rapid resilience. You know, things like that. You know, leveling your layering, excuse me, layering them. You know, with the different things like the arcanes and stuff like that. That could help. I don't know if I would trust that. I want a frame that I put 4 formas on. You know, something. I'm not going to come in here with something too squishy. You know, I mean, I could sit here at Energy Vampire and give us all energy, you know, for the rest of the thing, but, you know, what if I slip up? And you can't slip up in the arbitration.
Oh, not at all.
There is nothing, no second chances. And when you go down, you better know your team, or they may not come pick you up. So,
Yeah, because why would you risk your life with someone you don't know? Even in real life, you wouldn't do it, so why would you do it in a game?
and I think the best part of Warframe is that you can be yourself and get relaxed and get to know people, get to know what's going on, and actually just chill.
But stay off of Region.
Oh my goodness. Region has become just a cesspool of perversion and mimicry of sex. Got a guy on there, you know, that does vile things, you know. I posted it, you know, to my friend. I'm like, dude, this is what your kid's gonna see. I know it's a game that's supposed to be 17 and up, but there should be a little bit of a limitation of stuff that could be said. You know, they could talk crap to the moderators or whatever, or admins or whoever they call on there. You know, I'm not sure what they are called, but I mean, I understand, you know, if they will allow some crap talking. I understand that. But this has become such a sexually vivid game, and someone and the filter blocks are still not solving it.
No,
It's still
you can still find your way around a filter.
it's a form. It's hold on. I have some angels that need tending to.
It's drop the subject and focus back
Okay.
on to.
You know, it's not even a dating site. You know, and I can. I don't know what to say. If the perversion is at such a high level, I'm embarrassed. You know, I've introduced 1, 2, 3 nephews. You know that they're they're little kids. You know, they want to play this too, and I'm showing them like, dude, if you invite me, you know, they're like, I don't know how to invite, and I'm just like, I'll show you everything, but stay off of Region, and greatly that you can go ahead and take the chat tab out, you know, for that, which is another way that they've combated some of the stuff, that the filters, you know, you can take off the whole tab, but it's still allowed, and I guess that's what's so awful about it. If they would just taste test that all the time in a 24-hour segment and just really, really look at what's being said, it's not anything about the game. I mean, we find a lot of people that are needing help, and then we end up helping them, and because Region is not as helpful. And you know, when I see somebody asking 2 or 3 times for the same thing, you know, I feel for them. Because I was here when you had to know somebody. You had to the Region chat was all about the game. And it was serious because you would find your people that you would team up with. And that was back years ago when I started playing. I think it's been 4 years. I don't know. I got the year 4 sigil, 3, 2. I started a long time ago, but it's just become So nasty. And the helpfulness just, sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. And I just feel for newer players. So we started doing things about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. We started doing a whole bunch of videos on mastery test, and we kind of left it alone for a while and let people like see some of the stuff. But we've added so many videos on all different kinds of things that you can do, and I don't think there is something we haven't covered. And weekly things, we do so many little videos, funny things, and it's just a matter of postings. We have so many. They're helpful because there are so many in the game that are not helpful. We all have our reasons for being here. You know, whether it's to sit back, to get out some anger, you know, you just want to like feel like you got rich because only in the game are you rich, you know, because in real life, you know, we're not. You know, it's just, we have all our own reasons, but, you know, it's awful when you turn on things and
Baby,
you
we
just see
got
that.
it. We got the oil
Oh
farmer.
my goodness. Oh, that is the sweetest. Warframe, thank you.
That's gonna
That
hurt Ninja when he gets home, because he was just talking about that the other day.
we have one friend that we play with often, and we contacted him. We were trying to get him to come on today, and he didn't know we were going to broadcast or anything, but he said he was going back to sleep. He's been farming this and trying to get an Auriforma. And
This is the third one that we have gotten.
and it's because he got off one day too, right before we said, dude, we're going in on this. And he's like, I'm getting off. And not even, I think it was 10 minutes was the first one we got. Of course, we went to like 60 or 80 minutes or something like that. We kept, you know, going in it, but, and then we got another one. I barely remember the second one. But they are so useful because they've actually listened to what we needed, and that was a little versatility in the auras. And they saw that need, and they created something for us that's a fantastic reward and something to shoot for. So all the changes, you know, there were a lot of things with the void keys and turning those over into relics and stuff like that. But this, I think, is one of the most positive things that they have made a change in. It's just, it's enjoyable.
So now it's like, which range do I put it on today?
I can't wait. I'm just smiling here. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know what to say.
You can hear it.
And you almost want to tell him, but then you don't. Don't worry, you guys are going to meet him soon enough.
Meet who?
Ninja.
Oh.
Our friend.
Ninja.
It's like the one guy we always play with. And we're funny together. During all the times that we are doing stuff, we're constantly talking. Usually it's Ninja and Trolling here that are doing most of the discussion. You know, they're talking about everything from ribbons and crit chances and what has status and what they're bringing up. And, you know, and I'm always into every kind of mod, every kind of new thing that's coming out. You know, I'm checking it out, going, hey, if you try this with this, you know, we've got Ninja bringing in stuff. He's seeing things that I'm going for. We're always, whatever alert or stuff like that, new missions come around, we're always on top of it. Because there's something we just enjoy about, is it farming? Is it being us? I like the fluidity of the game. It's so appreciated. I've played so many games. I would say, and this shouldn't sound wrong, but this is the fluffiest game I believe I've played. You know, yeah, you can look at my profile. I downloaded Overcooked. Yeah, I did it because it was free. Thank you, PlayStation Plus. But that I only got the first trophy. Anyway, but this game is just.
There's something about it that just gets you hooked into it. It's probably all the killing, the freedom. You know, you're not really into just a straight, complete storyline. You can branch off and do whatever you want, for the most part.
in the open world. Like right now, I feel like I'm in an open world. Even though we're in an inside, I feel open because the exploratory is there, and you just have a great line of. It doesn't matter where you go. There's something to get, explore, open, kill, or something. It doesn't matter. There's something there. And if there's not, go 20 feet, you'll find something. It's funny. I almost like reloaded my melee again. Because I went by the thing, I was like, oh, I don't need to be by there. I might accidentally do it when I reload. Might hit the life support. I know, I'm not right.
It's okay if you hit the life support. I mean, it's not gonna be like we wasted it. Because it's still at 60. So.
Well, I guess the funny part is that I still do it. And it's just like one of those things. But I've always done like shooting games and stuff like that. You have to aim and, you know, so the challenges here are trying to figure out what's the best aim. You know, what's the best scope? What's the best way to be able to, I don't want to hit him with my fist or melee possibly. And how do I kill him from over here? Trolling is superb at modding. He's taught me so much to be able to read, and I think some of our videos will go through some modding. Probably not in a live broadcast, it may go on the channel, but I haven't decided how we're going to do that. But that's something to be able to go through. So I think with the new set of stuff that's coming out, we're supposed to get an update. It's in cert right now, so we're excited. But we might be able to do it then off of those, and then we'll post those or do a live broadcast of getting all the stuff, modding them, and doing some basics. And it doesn't have to mean that you have to get a bunch of mods and spend a lot of plat and stuff like that.
Spreading out.
What was that?
The enemies are spreading out. They're not coming like this slowly as they usually
I kind of noticed. I noticed that they are fewer. Let's see if they're coming this way.
It almost makes you want to bring a speed Nova, but knowing that Nova's going to die, there's really not much of a point in it.
Oh my gosh. A speed Nova. Do I have a fantastic speed Nova?
Power donation. But still, you just... Well, you don't want to bring a frame, you know it's going to die. I mean, I get it that you can probably dodge, but all it's going to take is you get hit once. Just one hit, it's over.
Yeah, anything that's going to take your energy or go, and you're going to go down with toxin, that you're done for here. See, it's just choosing the frame for the situation. It's like going out in the weather. If it's raining, you put this frame on. If you need to like run because it looks a little dangerous, you need to like pass a few people on the street quick. You know, you bring something like a Volt. You know, it's like it's just like changing hats, changing whatever costume you want to play in.
The number one reason I use a Naros is because I don't want my cat to die. I could really care less about a Naros. It's just the cat. I do not want my cat to die. I could bring Revenant in here, but then I'm going to lose my cat.
I do enjoy Repton. I enjoy Cora. I mean, my heart is still with Ember, okay? I can't help it. Not even the Prime version, the regular. If you look at my profile, I don't have...
Yeah, I bought you, what, a 400 plat skin? Yeah, I'm sure you love it.
Well, it's adorable. I mean, these are a reflection of us. You know, this is a reflection of what I can be in this game. I can run, jump, twist, like, yeah, I'm a ninja. Watch me flip and then do a backflip. Oh my. Alright, I'm just going to do one here. Nope.
See, babe, I wish that we could make it to where they could see, let's say, both screens at the same time. I think it would be better. I guess we would have to do, let's say, 2 different broadcasts for the same thing, but that would mean you would have to make your own stuff, you know, and... I mean, the channel is yours. Of course it's yours, but... we're together and we're married, and I don't see much of a difference. I don't think people are gonna be that. What do you call it?
Um,
About it? They're not gonna be.
like picky about it.
Yeah, I don't think
Like,
they're gonna be that picky. I mean, if they
well,
are, then
well,
I guess I should clarify it a bit more.
but it's like it's a collaboration of you and I and everything we've known, because we're two separate people with two different minds. We have been on this game for 4+ years, if I'm
And
doing
we
this right.
have made another account so that we could actually walk through all the quests with everyone.
And it's to help people because there is so little help that people are willing to do. I see the same quest problems that people ask, and a lot of them are, let's say, the limbo theorem is probably one of the most asked ones. And every time I see it, I feel for that person because when I did it, it was a
It was
lot different.
painful, yeah.
I remember going 11 and 8 and 3 and 5 waves. Excuse me, excavators. Oh my gosh! And then what about the excavators on what was it, Sedna or something? No, it started with a P.
Phobos.
I was like, it was Phobos. Oh my gosh!
See,
People would ask you to help.
back then Phobos was Grenier. Now Phobos is
Easier?
Corpus. Phobos is Corpus now. So Mars is now the new Phobos,
Well,
let's say.
it's so when those alerts come around and they actually have invasions, they matter because they change
They'll change the
they change
planet.
the faction.
Yep, they will change the faction. Which it seems like on Mercury that the infested are trying to take it over.
So it used to be very much. You knew the whole planet. If you had a sortie, and which there weren't sorties when we first started, but when they said you had to go do a mission on this planet on Sedna or something, there you're like, oh my gosh, the worst Grenier in the planet. Oh no, you know you
That
better
used to
bring
be
your best.
Ceres. C-E-R-E-S.
It was serious.
Yeah.
I keep saying Sedna. That I believe it was always that. Maybe that was the hardest one that I remembered. Because I mean, they were doing all kinds of stuff when I started, and you know, I didn't have a mic, and a lot of people, I just played with whoever, and they would take me through all of the harder things, and I would be like, oh my gosh, let me just please stay alive. Why did you invite me to this horrible thing? I'm just dying out. And respectfully, you know, they'd revive you.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know if it was
Now
because I
it's
was
like,
a
oh, I
level.
can revive myself, so why would I pick you up? You can revive yourself instantly. No, that's not very cool at all. Okay, you can revive yourself, but okay, that's just one less revive that you have now.
And what about there's a lack of teamness, and I think that's where Warframe is touching base on that and trying to get us to play as teams and communicate and move as teams. And I try to stress that in a lot of the things. You know, don't start the thing without your let's say Frost being there to put up a bubble. You know, if that's what's agreed upon. You know, but you know,
Yeah.
I think they're offering that with all of these so that we can communicate.
So they need to bring a lot of team-based stuff into this game, which really matters. If one of your teammates is gone, then okay, you really cannot continue. Because for one, you had the right to revive him, you just didn't want
And that's harsh.
to. So if one of your teammates are out of revives, then
I've had them run past me, dude.
yeah, it's
That
over.
was so cold.
It's,
That was cold. I was trying to call them. I just left the thing. I called them out. I don't even know what I called them.
that's just my opinion. I'm sure there's a
That
lot of people that have different opinions, so.
I mean, the guy ran past me, and there was no reason for it. I don't know what it was. Let's say I was a Nova, and I, you know, just run into it like everybody else. Two guys were ahead of me. One was behind, and there were no enemies. I got shot by something. Whatever I did went down because I had killed it while I was down. Anyway, and he just comes running by and just doesn't stop, slow down. Was just like, huh? I was like, that was so cold. You didn't even try, man. Ooh, life support.
Okay.
See,
Always
like right
grab
now,
the ones nearby you so they'll spawn back in. Right beside you.
I like to elect one person to do the life support. I'll call it out. If there is something near me, yes, I'll go for it and let them know. But they have it strategically planned of where they want it and where they're going to need it. And if it's not there, you know, it's going to hurt the whole team. And it's all team based. Communication, social skills. This is where it all happens. You know, I mean, we're going to go our separate ways later, but this is where we live our lives. Oh, I think they went up a scale.
Good. 34
Yeah, I can feel it.
minutes in.
Alright, scarab up and... Oh, I should probably
And
play
here's
with my
a quick
arch...
save place if you're in this mission.
Oh, okay. So you know what? I might play with my arch gun. Let me see what it is.
I would, but I still have the Velocitus on, Velocis, whatever it's called.
Okay, let's see what we can do with this one.
The Larkspur.
Yeah, the Larkspur. It's like, it can go for a little bit, you know. I don't expect it to do a whole lot, you know, as far as being my whole damage control. Because,
but it is fun to shoot.
It's fun, and it's fun to look at. But it can't keep the guys away from me enough to not spill toxin. And that's what I'm looking for. I have to match each situation, each gun. And sometimes it gets hard, but you gotta learn your factions. It's very easy. And you can base it on that. And that's where it starts. And then you figure out what frame it is. First you find out your audience. Who's your audience? So that's your faction. And then it's like what type of mission, and then you pick your frame. Nobody thinks you pick your frame first. No, you have to understand your faction. And then you'll understand where your frame plays. And you don't need a bunch of plat, you know, to be able to play the game. There is trading. There's a way to go through syndicates. You know, there are relics and stuff. You can go on missions to be able to get those. And so there are ways to be able to make plat, to be able to buy your spaces and such. You know, plat does go on sale. I'm not sure how often, but I've seen the sales on them and let some of my friends know. And they've got it, and it's exciting because then they can buy stuff from me because they're like, hey, do you still have that? I'm like, yeah. It's usually a yeah. Hey, I'm not trying to do it for plat. It just happens. And, you know, it's like, it is for sale, and they just happen to know about it. So it's in no way trying to get the plat from them. But with each frame and stuff like that, warframe slot, you gotta have the reactor to put on the frame, catalyst to put on each of the things, each of the guns. But you don't necessarily have to, you know, pull out a bunch of formers, but you have to have the slots for them. So always trying to prepare over here so that I have the stuff when it's ready, and when it comes out, I can tell you guys the latest things of what's going on.
Right.
Again, we just started this, so I'm excited as everything. So we can share all the things we know.
Yeah. That means they get to look at my screen, see what I'm doing, and they can hear you talking, so you can goof off, and it'll be okay.
Goof off? You better look at my kills.
Okay.
Oh, no you didn't.
She did say look at her kills.
Ouch! It hurts already. Forget you trolling. Forget you trolling. I don't know what you're doing. Forget you. Okay, well, hey, I'm not being lazy. Didn't it show?
I need to get a better ribbon for the weapon, and then that's
What,
that.
honey?
If I could put my ribbons together with what I have on this weapon and what I have on this ribbon, that would be epic. You know how you get a transmute them?
Yeah.
If you could do something like that, that would be cool. Because I got one of these with crit, and this one has melee damage and combo duration. If I could put them together, that would be cool.
Oh, like take them and actually add them to one another instead of like...
Alright, we're done.
Oh, that would be like a chemistry set of modding. That's kind of cool. That's kind of scientific-y. And that's kind of like what we do right now with the mods. But it'll go just a little bit deeper into it. And they have the capability already there in place to be able to um, make that transmutable. And it could be an honor in one of these, arbitration honor, or something of high caliber. You know, if people say they need stuff and they want, you know, and they don't have access because, you know, it's too high of a level, well, there is an honor in getting to this level. You know, just like with any game. You know, any other game I've played.
It makes you work for what you want. Okay? That's just how it's gonna be. It's how it should be. If you want something and you can't do it, then you're gonna have to work to get up to it. There's no, I can get to it just because, you know, somebody posted a build on something. Oh, and now I can put, let's say I can change this mod for this mod because I don't have it. No, it doesn't work like that.
It's a knowledge-based game, and it's a grinder's game. And if you are into that, then you're going to have a lot of fun. There's so much of the open world.
It's a very fun game, and if you're not going to grind, then you're playing a game that is based off of grinding.
Yes, I truly believe that. I said that
when I
first.
If you're not going to grind for it, then what is the point in you playing this game? I mean, yes, you can buy stuff, but you still have to have something to do. If you buy everything, you're just going to get bored, and now what?
And you don't have the knowledge behind it. You don't really have your mastery rank. Mastery rank means something. You're not supposed to just be able to go rank it up and go, okay, now I'm a master. We'll throw a few formulas on it. And you go, wait a minute, that's actually something I got to put forth a little extra and then re-rank it. You're going to think twice at what you put on there and possibly seek out advice. Now, if there is advice that's needed on any kind of modding, you know, it's very simple. You know, it's not as complex as it would appear to be. But people like Trolling have figured it out, which makes him such an asset to Warframe and in such a positive manner that we're making videos. I mean, he's posted videos. Sometimes it's my videos, sometimes it's his videos, sometimes it's the both of us. It just depends. But it's all due to help people. And that's what we're here for.
The advanced stuff is not what people need help for. They need help with the basic stuff.
With the base that started?
Yes, because the newer players are the life of Warframe. If they can't make it to a medium level, then they're just going to leave.
Yes, because I mean, why would you like keep working and going, I can't get there? It's such a struggle between, like, I would say level 12 was probably the hardest in in something like asking for the next tier of help and getting the people on that level that can do the eidolons and stuff like that that are going to be in your same category. Shooting for the ones that are in the higher ones and getting taxis to stuff, you know, I understand it. When I started taxis, you would ask for to be able to go get something on something you haven't unlocked yet. And that was like an alert system. You would get your helmet or something like that. But the taxis now, you just take them. What do you get for them? Oh, you get there, but you really haven't earned it. And so you're not really playing the game. You are and you aren't. You're playing the system for what you can get by with. And there is a way to be able to do this, have fun, and just enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying it, look for one of us. Look for Trolling here or me, and we will play with you. And we'll show you how much fun it can be. But don't let anyone tell you it's anything like Destiny. Don't let anyone tell you anything about it. Experience all of it. Go to the places, go through the few quests and stuff. They're not as hard as you would think. And if you need help on anything, it's not a walkthrough that we've done, but we've done all the quests so that it's a helpful um, journey. I'm trying to pay attention just a little bit more right now. Um, Obviously, I don't want to die. What was that? But if they go join it, they can join it. Not going to be out there like that. So we're just kind of talking about Okay, so what I was going to do is, we went silent here for a second just to discuss, how we're doing in this, and basically, I want to pay attention. So for the next few minutes, I want to pay attention to where I'm at, finding a new spawn point,
Because
and
we have 15 more minutes left, and we will be dead.
and this is harsh. I have to admit this is harsh. And in one smack, they'll take 3,000 of your health just immediately, and so a lot at stake here. So folks, we will talk to you in about 10 minutes. All right. Until then, just enjoy the show. Right now. If we can't mute you, that's all right. We can't. You got to really and our You know, I don't know what it is. It's like when he talks, it's like I feel like I'm a level 4 already. No, I have nothing to kill him with. Oh no, I need to run inside. You know, he's gonna get me. No, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just that I feel like the shadow stuff and the regular stuff. And they really did wrong time. Really,
Juggy! I think we killed enough for you to spawn. Where's he at? I'll see that. There he is! Where is he? Where'd he go, bud?
All right, we have a 2-minute warning here. All right, get your points, get your stuff.
Alright.
All right, and then just at 60, we're gonna peace out.
Alright.
We could go longer. It 90 minutes if we wanted to, but we decided to make a short one today, and just because we're anxious to get our hands on one of the Archgun ribbons. And so that will be the next thing we do. That's one of the other things we do cover on the channel is some of the ribbons that are harder to do. He gives some tips and shows a few videos on some of the solvings, and hopefully they're helpful. Again, if there's anything, you know, that's really not your frame and you only have a couple of different frames and you might want to know, you know, can that happen? You know, since we show one frame, could it happen with the one you're using? Yeah, hit us up. We will help you. As you guys can see right now, this is our friend, the one who has missed out on everything.
I'm not sure if that's in the video. If it is, I do apologize.
We thought we turned the notifications off. It is showing, so I don't know if it's showing for you guys, but that's the guy we mentioned, and, well, he snoozed. And he's gonna hit us up, and he said, "What you doing?" We're like, counting our aura forma. I'm so sorry. What do you tell him?
Yeah.
Alright,
let's take our distraction. We will give a farewell.
Alright, doll. Let's do this.
Vigorous.
Oh, nice. I haven't, I do like that. It's hard to use sometimes if I'm not paying attention. You know, it's like you gotta be on top of stuff. You know, if you're gonna vigorous swap, but it is a good mod.
Alright, bub. So long.
Okay, now, didn't I tell you Charlene would have more than I do? Let's see. Ouch.
Oh.
Ouch. It was close,
bad.
baby. It was close. It was close, but the aura former sure made it worth it.
Yes, it did. 6 essences.
Oh. And look, you can build an Oberon. Oh, wait, time to stretch, time to go, and I hope you guys enjoyed our first broadcast.